What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So if you can already tell, I'm home for the holidays and I was able to fly up here for Thanksgiving, see the family, see some friends, just have a really relaxing couple days, and it's been awesome. Today's the last day of my trip and tomorrow I fly back down to Florida. So today I figured I'd go on a little field trip, take you guys along with me. But before I do, I wanted to say something real quick because I've seen a couple people comment where the car is, and I just wanted to clarify. The Audi A3 is no longer in my ownership. The car that I bought to daily while I was up here. I left the car up here when I moved down to Florida, and it's been sitting ever since. And this is my brother's car. He's recently had some fame going on TikTok and has been doing this crazy stuff, signing everyone's signatures on his car. And well, the car isn't really running the best anymore. And we've tried to throw a bunch of money at it and it just is not working. So I did the big brother thing, and since my car was just sitting here doing nothing, I gave him the car and transferred ownership and everything. So now he's driving the A3. It's chilling over there. He's enjoying it as much as I'd be enjoying it. But that just means I need a new daily. When I get back to Florida, I'm gonna be on the hunt for a new daily driver. Not sure what I'm gonna get yet. I have a couple ideas, but today I wanna take you guys on a little field trip and go see some of the boys that I haven't seen in quite some time.
Smells like polish?
Is that what that smells like? It's more sweet out there.
Maybe?
Does it smell sweet like that?
No.
It doesn't smell like I see you. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my god. I'm so happy. RJ looks so suspect. Are you vaping out there? Is that what this is?
No. I didn't end up filming anything else throughout the day, hanging with Jimmy. I didn't even let him know that I was coming down here. I wanted it to be a big surprise. I had texted RJ the day before and made sure that they were all going to be there, and it was awesome to surprise Jimmy and just hang with him for the day and enjoy some time back up here with the boys in Connecticut. But I'm heading out now to go see another boy that I haven't seen in a while and surprise him. I know he got in a little bit of an accident recently, and I just want to check up on him, make sure that he's all good, hang with him for a bit, maybe catch some dinner or something. But let's go see how our little guy, Redneck, is doing. Alright, so I just wanted to come here and say hi to this guy.
Say hello to the family dog.
I know.
That's the family dog.
I haven't seen you in like 3 years. It's crazy. Woo! But
have you ever seen a dog like that?
only yours. Woo!
You got her crazy, dog. You gotta take her. I'm sure Adam will like it.
I was in the neighborhood. I wanted to say hi to Chris before we left back for Florida, and I'm glad to see you're doing okay.
You stopping by.
Yeah, it wasn't that too far out of the way.
Yeah, 45 minutes is pretty far.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
Nah, I mean, I'm stoked. There's another person to talk to.
Yeah, hang out,
some Animal Crossing,
play some video games and everything.
Me and him are gonna start playing this MLG.
Yep, we're going pro.
We're gonna be live streaming every Saturday together.
Yep.
And
sorry, Adam.
The only people that can watch is if you donate $5.
Oh, true. Okay, that sounds good. That's better of a deal than YouTube gives you. So
it really is.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep, that's it. Now, back to Florida. All right, we are back in Florida, and after I did this once, I told myself I wasn't gonna do it again because it sucked to do. But ever since I got the LS400 and saw that it was a slick top, had no sunroof, and the headliner was super clean inside, I knew that I was gonna end up doing it again. So in this video, we are going to be doing a Starlight headliner once again, but this time twice as many lights, twice the size of the headliner, and I think it's gonna be absolutely badass. The last kit that I got for the Soarer when I made that video, I think it was a 200-piece kit. This is a 300-piece kit. I figured this would be the right amount since this headliner is absolutely ginormous. I didn't want to go with anything more just because that could be too much and just kind of look cheesy. Everything in the interior basically has to come out to be able to get to the headliner, and it's kind of a domino effect. You take one thing off, which reveals another thing, which reveals another thing, and then you can take the headliner out. So it's definitely a long process. And then on top of that, you have to spend basically an entire day poking holes and running fiber optic light through the headliner and all that stuff. But I'm gonna stop talking. I know you guys are looking for Soarer content as well. The Soarer is not going anywhere. It's at the other warehouse right now in storage, just chilling. We're waiting to have a decent amount of time where we can actually start the manual swap and it won't interfere with anything else. We're gonna need the car to be on the lift for a few days when we do that. So right now, it's just chilling off to the side. I still drive it all the time, but just hasn't been in videos recently. Let's stop talking. Let's get in here and start taking all this stuff out. Of getting that out of the car, it actually wasn't that big of an issue. This headliner is about a third bigger than the Soarer's headliner, which is also a slick top, but since it had 4 doors, it was a little bit easier to get out. Either way, this thing is absolutely massive. I'm super glad that I went with a 300-piece kit this time instead of the same number as before on the Soarer. I haven't done this in probably a year or so, but I remember very well how I did it. Because I have a 300-piece kit, I can't go over that. So all the marks that I'm gonna put down, I'm gonna take a Sharpie and I'm gonna start in the middle and work my way out and kind of fade them out as I go, because for me, I think aesthetic wise, I want the majority of the lights to be clumped in the middle and slowly fade out towards each corner. Just like the Soarers, I think it looks the best that way. So I'm gonna take a Sharpie, I'm gonna make dots and number each dot as well. That way, when I reach 300, I know that I need to stop there. I can't go anymore. And then we start the process of poking every single hole, running every single fiber optic, and it's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna set you guys down on the tripod real quick, do a time lapse while I get all these dots put on this gigantic headliner. Alright, so I just finished putting all of the numbers down and I overshot it quite a bit. Still, I only have a 300-piece kit and I put down 344 just to kind of fill everything up and get it the way that I like. But now is the easier part. So I know that I'm 44 over. So what I'm gonna do is go through all these numbers and cross them off in a way that it doesn't really change the look of it too much. Cross them off, and then once I cross off 44 of them, I'll know that the ones that are left, I can actually put fiber optic in and not run out of space. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna put you guys back on the tripod real quick while I do it, and then I'll show you when I'm done. All right, so I went around and crossed off all the ones that kind of didn't really interfere with the whole pattern too much. I crossed off all 44, so now we're back to 300. And then I took out the fiber optic itself, took it out of the plastic, taped it up so that we can start laying it out. In the Soarer, when I did this, I had the fiber optic coming out of the back right section. That way I had enough to go into the trunk. But my problem that time was I only bought a 6-foot strand and I didn't have enough. So I had to do some ghetto stuff and extend it, which doesn't really work too well. But this time around, I went with 9.5 feet. So there should be plenty of fiber optic to be able to get the module that comes with this into the trunk and out of sight. The next step is get a safety pin and poke a hole in each number, run one of these strands through the hole, hot glue it to the back of the headliner, and do it 300 times. So it's a tedious and time-consuming process, but at the end, this is probably one of the most favorite things I've done to the Soarer so far, because it's just so much fun to have on at night. So I'm pumped for the LS to have it too. So the last time that I did this, I did one at a time. I would poke a hole, stick one through, hot glue it, and do everything. This time, I think I'm gonna poke all the holes in the middle with a thumbtack, then go around and put fiber optic in every single hole, then go around and hot glue everything. I think it'll be able to go a little bit quicker that way, especially since I've already done this once. I know what I'm getting into, but either way, we're just gonna get it done. I'm actually very surprised with myself. The last time that I did this, it probably took me a solid 10 or 12 hours to get the entire headliner poked with holes, have the fiber optic fed through, all that stuff. And I did it today in like 4 hours. I think the method that I did this time around as compared to last time was a lot better. And I was able to get this banged out much quicker than I thought. Some of you guys remember the last video and how I cut all of these off and then I laid new fabric down. I'm not gonna do that this time. I only changed the headliner on the Soarer to black because the interior was black. This car, entire interior is tan. I'm gonna leave it tan. I'm not gonna change the interior color of this car. It was a very big ordeal with the Soarer and took a very long time, and I just don't want to deal with that, honestly, in this car. So I'm gonna leave it tan. It'll still look super, super cool at night. And yeah, so Adam just left, so we're gonna try and do this ourselves, get this thing back in the car and all wired up and ready to go. But I gotta snip all this stuff off first, and then we can test it out and see how everything looks. All right, there it is. Every single strand is cut. You can't really see anything at all on this, but I'm going to plug in the actual module here, and we'll shut the lights off in here and we'll see what it would look like when it's back in the car. All right, you ready? This is just as good, if not better, than the Soarers. Oh my god, this looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, I can't like be any more happy than this. I don't have a battery for the remote right now, or else I would play around with the modes, but oh my god, the twinkle effect is working so well. Oh, this is so cool. All right, so after I did that little montage, I took some Gorilla Tape and just kind of smushed all this stuff down, made sure that it wasn't going to get in the way with reinstalling. A couple of them are going to stick out a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. It's getting later, so I'm trying to get all this done within one day. I think that would be really cool compared to the last time I did it, which took me almost like 3 days or something crazy. But I came out here, I got the interior fully taken apart, back seats are taken out, all that stuff is done, all the pillars in the back are out. Look at the sides of this freaking roof, dude. It's insane. This is gonna look so nuts when it's done. But I got everything taken out, so we got it out from this side, so I'm gonna try and get it back in from that side. Look at how shaky my hands are. I've had 2 Red Bulls today. It's later in the day and I'm just fully energized, so I'd rather just get all this done today. Get a video out for you guys because it's been a while and I just got back from Thanksgiving and everything and seeing all those guys, so I'm in the mood to make a video. This one's a fun one. All right, give it a shot. All right, I managed to get the headliner in all by myself, get the entire interior back together in probably like a half an hour. It went a lot better than I expected. This gigantic headliner, getting it in and out by yourself is really annoying, but was able to do it. Got it hooked up to an extension cord right now because I don't have a long enough power wire to get it to the cigarette lighter. In the Soarer, we actually ran it to an old kill switch that was in the car that wasn't used anymore. So that was really simple and really easy to do, but in this case, we don't have that. So I'm probably gonna end up just using the cigarette lighter because this car has 4 of them, 1 on each door, because it's big baller luxury like that. So yeah, it's all hooked up. I got the controller. You won't even tell that there's anything done to the headliner at all. I got it tucked away perfectly fine. It's right behind that pillar. You won't even know it's there. It goes right into the trunk. And let's see what it looks like. Oh my god. I love this. Oh my god, that looks so good. I'm so glad I did this. Damn. just like so pumped on this. The fact that it came out so good. It's only my second time doing it. The first time I did it, I learned a lot, and that's why this time went a lot quicker. And I'm really glad that I didn't decide to change the color of this interior too. The tan in this car is in like very, very good shape, and I didn't break like any clips at all taking any of this stuff out. So it's all super tight still. The headliner's not creased, it's not sagging, it's not peeling, and now it's got Rolls-Royce Starlight in it. It's so sick. I will admit, when I redid the Soar's roof because the fabric was falling down and I painted over it, it kind of ruined the Starlight in that car. I tried to fix it and bring it back, but it's not the same. It's very dim, and I probably need to redo it or figure out something else that I can do to bring it back, because it's not nearly as bright as this anymore, and I really miss it. This is so killer. How can you not like this? I did a pretty good job with the fade too. It's like a little bit closer on the passenger side, but for the majority of things, this headliner is so big, it's really hard to kind of capture everything. But I am so pumped on this. It's super late, I'm really tired. I wanted to get this all done in a day, and I probably got it done in like 8 hours, which is really fast for a job like this. And the fact that I got it done without breaking anything, without creasing the headliner or anything like that, is just so awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want, I'll leave a link in the description to the kit that I got. I believe it was only $60 or $80. It was really, really cheap. If you want to do it yourself, you can have an outcome like this. Just know that it's going to take you a while. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.